defense. He stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. To the air, it's Lagway. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll start this drive firing. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Florida! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Complete to start this drive. Oh, out of space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the toss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. There he goes! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Moore. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First and 10 coming up. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Hansen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Third down play from the gun. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall when the ball is going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Running, turning it on. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Going right and going deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Right on target this time. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Buys a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Gets the back moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Floats it out in space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
and the field goal unit is on the field. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Sturdivant. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense showing blitz here. Looking for a gap, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Back to throw, it's Manning. A little screen to the running back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Hawkins. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
On the run, still looking. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that you just saw, which can help them get that going. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quickly to the tight end. He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the pummeling has started. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll toss it to the left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's long. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. The run to the right. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Running back searching for a hole.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
returns. They've got it again on offense. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Lots of running room. And that is a nifty bit of navigation. Get through that traffic and get the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the ground with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And we'll start the fourth quarter by trying to boot a three through there. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're testing the right side here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Glagway. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. Wide open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now facing a third and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Might be changing the route. It'll be third and long. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked high.